Hi, everybody in the Soulful Goddess. So I went ahead and tagged some women that I knew wanted to hear about the second chakra, your sacral chakra. So this is going to be a little long because this is one of the most important chakras as a woman that we make sure is grounded and tuned, right? So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. What I do like to have you guys do is when you hop on, let me know that you are here, just as the beautiful Rocks just did on command. I promise we didn't script that. Hey, Rocks! And even if you catch us in the replay, just show that engagement. It keeps our group in your timeline. It keeps Facebook knowing that this is something you want to see. The more you interact in our group, the more you'll see it. Okay, so does everybody know where your sacral chakra is located on your body? So I know that with Facebook, there's always a little bit of lag, so I'll continue to talk as you write those comments in. But your sacral chakra is not only just known as this beautiful pelvic bowl, but is also known as your divine, the divine feminine, where your divine feminine energy resides. Hi, Kim. How are you? Kimm. It is also the place that is centered, full of your passion and your personal power, but it's also really how you're able to accept and perceive another person in a relationship, especially an intimate relationship. It also has a lot to do with how you handle control. Are you insanely controlling in a relationship? Or do you tend to attract people that are the ones that need to be in control? How do you really handle intimacy? Is it something that you shut off? Is it something that scares the shit out of you? And after you do it, you have a lot of regret, a lot of anger, a lot of build-up frustration, even judgment against the person that you had sex with or with yourself, right? So all kinds of things come up for us as women when we're in relationships and we really start to trust another individual, and especially when we're intimate. This is another thing to ask yourself. How do you deal with pleasuring yourself? Is this something that is like, oh my God, absolutely no way. There's no way I'll touch down there. I'm not even going to call it a name. I'm just going to call it down there. How do you really embrace your womb? Is it something that you're not comfortable talking about? That's a big one to let you know if some things are off balance. So let's kind of dive in. So I've took a lot of notes on this because I want to make sure I do not miss anything when it comes to really addressing the importance of your second chakra, which is your sacral chakra. So I was waiting on you guys to type in the comments of where you think it's located, but I'll go ahead and let you know. So it's right under your belly button. So I'm going to have you go ahead and place your hands there just so you can get comfortable with where it is. Second of all, it is your center of creativity, of being able to really dive in and produce things. It also tends to hold any kind of sexual difficulties that you might have had. If you tend to feel jealous, envy, the desire to possess or the desire to control. When your sacral chakra is aligned and balanced, this is a place where it's really easy for you to give. It's really easy for you to receive, for you to find joy in things. Oftentimes when your sacral chakra is blocked or not necessarily blocked, but has a lot of activity in there that needs to be cleared, you might find that you just don't really experience any emotions. You're just kind of numb to life. It's like you don't remember the last time that you really felt fun or that you really felt joy or pleasure, right? I know this was me for many years. You may feel like you're really blocked in creativity and might even judge yourself. Oh my God, I just wish I was artistic. I just wish I was creative. I just wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. And you might even say that out loud. If you are blocked to receiving a lot of new ideas, this can definitely be where you have some things in there that you really need to get to get out. This is also for us women, where we hold emotions and pain that cause reproductive disorders, severe PMS mood swings, irregular periods, lots of blood clots in your period. It can be bowel problems, bladder problems, UTIs, kidneys. Think about where this is located. So Rox told you that it's right under your belly button. Think of all the things that are down there. So like I said, you've got your kidneys down there. You've got all kinds of really important organs that are down there. So anyways, let's keep going. So this is also the place that is centered with how we process emotions, especially with other people, how we take other people, how we engage in our relationships, our self-worth, and even down to empathy. I mean, I just started, and can you even like put your mind around how much stuff already I said that this chakra is responsible for? And can you imagine that if all those things are out of whack, what's really going on in your life? There's going to be a lot of stuff, right? So if you are imbalanced in this area, you might be very set in your ways. One example is, let's say that when you go out to eat, you go to the same restaurant, you order the same food, you might even request the same waitress, sit in the same booth. Every time you go to Walmart, you have to park in the same parking lot or the same parking spot. Now, I know this was me for a long time. I literally would eat the same foods over and over and over. Every time I parked at Walmart, I parked in this weird area. And it was because I was this creature of habit. But deep down, now I know that that was my need to hang on to something that I could control, right? Same with if you struggle with opening up sexually, like we talked about. If you're super serious all the time, you don't remember the last time that you just simply had fun. And people even say to you, girl, you just need to relax sometimes. Just loosen up a little bit. Are any of these hitting a nerve, or any of these things that you experience? Another one is, like I said, you just feel kind of numb to life. And like I said, this was me because you guys know, I battle with depression. And this is something that was really big for me for a long time, but it stemmed from a lot of unhealed relationships, a lot of unhealed sexual trauma, and my need to constantly feel like there was something in my life that I could actually control, because there was so many things in my life I felt like were controlling me. Rox says, yes, this is something that I can relate to for sure. Another thing is if you rarely go out of your comfort zone, like you just have to do the same things all the time, like we talked about. Another one is if you are obsessed with planning every detail of your life. This was me too for so long. I would go on vacation thinking it would be so fun to plan everything out. Ooh, we're going to try this restaurant. I'm going to make reservations for this time. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. And I thought, everybody's going to have so much fun because I planned it all. No, girl, you controlled it all. And it makes it hard for the other human beings to have fun and be able to live their life because you're controlling it. Same with when people would come and visit me. They would come and visit me and I would throw these killer theme parties that were so fun. And I'd make these amazing meals for them. And I'd be like, why are they not having fun? God, they don't even appreciate me. No, girl. They're annoyed with your ass because every time they put down a cup, you had to go pick it up because it was going to leave a mark. Or you had to go fluff the pillows. Or you had to have everything perfect that they couldn't even enjoy your house. It's like, Leah, Nicole, get out of there. So going over some more physical signs that your chakra, your second chakra may be weak. It's also if you constantly have, like I said, cyst. Once again, you guys, this was my entire life. Everything was just stuck in this damn chakra. I had so many UTIs, urinary infections, fertility issues. I struggled with fertility for years. Countless miscarriages. And then another sign is if you have STDs, chronic yeast infections, I mean, just if you're always in that survival mode and you rarely have fun. So another thing is, let's say if you have a strong sacral chakra, that's going to be that you experience a lot of joy, a lot of easiness in life, and you don't constantly hold people to the standard that there's no way they can live up to. When you are stuck in that survival mode, right? You don't even mean to, but you might be controlling people so much that it's like they have to live by a script. If they don't say everything that you want them to say, act exactly how they want you to act, or you want them to act, you don't feel loved or heard or supportive. And it's really hard for someone to be able to open up to you and feel connected to you if they feel like they can't be who they are. And if that is the case, you have a lot of stored stuff in that sacral chakra that you need to get your mind around, okay? It's your storehouse for your sensations, for your ability to experience pleasure. It's the home of where our desires reside, you guys. It's where we create from. It's what we give life to. It sticks in that sacral chakra. It's the center where you experience and hold sexual energy. It's where you are able to, like I said, relate to other people, but more importantly, develop a real mutual connection, not of a connection of how they're going to benefit your life and what they're going to do for you, but more importantly, what you all can do for each other. It's also the place that determines if we let others control us, or if we seek the need to constantly control, like our kids, our partners, our parents, our friends, okay? I was really guilty for a long time of having a lot of friends, but my friends could never please me. In the back of my mind, I was always keeping score. Was I the last one to call? Was I the last one to make plans? Was I the last one to pay for the meal? Was I the last one to have the idea? Everything was all about me. And I didn't realize it when I was living it. But going back, I see it now. But it wasn't because I was this awful person or trying to be that way. It was because I had a lot of stuff I was running from that I didn't heal yet. This chakra, you guys, is also responsible in your storehouse. Once again, when I was talking about all those vital organs, okay, below your belly button, your bladder, your kidneys, your spleen, your womb, your pelvis, your appendix, your large intestine. Help me out, Rocks, and whoever else is watching. What else is down there? A lot of shit. If all this anger, all this sadness, rejection is stuck there, don't you think that it's going to affect those other internal organs and eventually cause you some health problems? Okay. Let's see. So we've talked a lot about all the things that could be going on in your life that are clear red flags and clear indicators that you've got some stuff going on in that sacral chakra. Now, I want you guys to be vulnerable in here and share with me if you've experienced any of those symptoms and tell me what they are, just as I did with you. This isn't to keep score. This is so that everyone can see. We're human, and we experience these moments in our life that we don't realize are still coming back years later until we deal with them. So if you experienced any of these things and you see, oh my God, Leah, you're completely describing me, guess what? Your chakras are something that you can fix. They are something that you can get help with. So here's some things you can do. You can meditate and get really real with yourself and write down or talk in your meditation and ask yourself, what am I holding back right now? Like, what is holding my power back? What's holding my passion back? Where am I trapped? What am I trying to control that I really don't have control over? And journal those same questions. Get comfortable with your sexuality. Start using yoni eggs, especially the obsidian, to remove any time that you've had sex, maybe when you didn't want to, or you let people in that you're now judging yourself for that they shouldn't have been in there. Girl, I am so guilty, okay? We won't talk about my past today. But there's a lot of people that didn't even deserve to breathe my air, let alone touch her, okay? So you want to remove that stuff. Use your black obsidian yoni egg or meditate and hold citrine, okay? As we talked about, that chakra is centered around the color orange. So gravitate to things that are orange and bring that energy in. And touch yourself. Allow yourself to experience pleasure and not your opinion of what pleasure should be. See what it is for you. Try new things sexually. Allow yourself to trust someone sexually, like your partner again, right? And stop going for things. Stop blocking yourself for not being able to go after things that you really want. If there's a job you've always wanted, a degree you've always wanted, an opportunity to travel, do these things that you've been saying for years you want to do, then do them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, as Mel Robbins says, do them. If not, you're going to be having the same thought 5 years later of this is something I want to do. And you store that energy in your body every time you make a promise to yourself and you don't keep it. And then how fair of you is it that you expect other people to honor their word, but you are not willing to honor your word to you? It's not fair. So get real about what you want. Allow yourself to write and not judge what it sounds like. Just write. Be creative. Allow yourself to cook in the kitchen and feel fresh spices on your fingers and be an artist in the kitchen. So many of us have this expectation of what creativity is. We think that creativity is picking up a paintbrush and using the paintbrush and being Picasso or Bob Ross. Creativity is also about launching a program and being creative in that way. Writing your book. Sharing yourself on a live, cooking, doing all kinds of things, playing, right? Write in the comments, what are your guys' favorite ways to be creative? Because it's not just picking up that paintbrush. You got to get out of the box and think, what can I give life to? Because in my opinion, that's what creativity is, what you can give life to. Allow yourself to play more. Allow yourself to grab a color pencil, and especially the color orange, and just scribble. See that color orange all over the paper. Scribble it out, girl. Work on forgiveness. Work on your relationships with your family. Forgiveness is one of the biggest things that's going to cause a dysfunction in that chakra. And work on letting yourself feel sensual. Smell citrus. Citrus is one of the most powerful scents for that area. Not only is it orange typically, right, when you think of an orange, but it smells, the smell alone helps you with emotional issues. It helps with creativity, with positive moods, with energy, with fun, with abundance, with that scarcity mindset of feeling like there's never enough. It helps you with that energy and vibration that you are enough and you always will have enough. Wear those colors of passion. Eat more things that are orange. Like I said, color with orange, play with orange, chant. Look up online the different chants that you can do for your sacral chakra. Do Kundalini yoga. Alicia in here teaches it locally, and so does Kelly, but Kelly lives in a different state. There's Corey. There's so many women in here that teach yoga. Find who you connect to. Do Kundalini. Do breath work, especially in your belly. Do Reiki. Do chakra healing. So I know I went really fast, but as you can tell, I'm really passionate about this because this was an area that I was trapped in for a very, very long time and something that I'm constantly working on. So if this resonated with you, I would love to hear in the comments what activity you plan on doing to really bring life to that sacral chakra and to really get out of your own way when it comes to that. If you even spent 5 minutes a day working on that area, I promise you, you'll notice such a big difference, because oftentimes we've went years without paying attention to it. So I invite you to just get to know this part of you. It's been begging for you too. All right, ladies, I hope you have a fantastic Friday, and thanks for watching and being a part of this group.